So, by the 1990s, these new mega musicals were no longer winning over the audiences, but they had racked up the ticket prices on Broadway so much during the 80s when they were super successful that now in the 90s, costs were so high that even long running hits like Crazy for You and Sunset Boulevard were unable to turn a profit. No one was turning a profit on Broadway in the 90s. And so now, any kind of new stage musical required the backing of like multi-million-dollar corporations just to develop and succeed on Broadway. Enter Disney. This is when Disney kind of entered the scene on Broadway. Um, no surprise, Disney is a multi-million-dollar corporation, so it could afford to develop and produce a successful show on Broadway, and it did so in the '90s with The Lion King. Now, yes, Disney had the money. However, I will say this: The Lion King, they were smart because The Lion King, I think, was a success beyond the fact that they were able to financially back it. They were smart in incorporating all the things that make a musical successful in The Lion King. I think they really went back to like the true roots of musical theater success. The Lion King truly does have a beautiful story. It has just the right amount of spectacle with ingenious costuming. Um, it has, it's got storytelling through dance. It's got beautiful music. Um, so at least if you're going to have a multi-million-dollar corporation on Broadway, at least they did something right with The Lion King. But I'm not going to show you clips from The Lion King on Broadway. I am going to show you a show from the 1990s that was fostered by a smaller Broadway-based corporate entity. It is a show called Rent. Hey, we need to talk about Rent for a minute because, y'all, I'm a 90s kid. Yes, I was a teenager in the 1990s, and therefore I was obsessed with Rent, as any good theater kid in the 1990s was. And I am not going to be able to choose one song from Rent, so I'm giving you two. Um, I'm giving you a song called La Vie Boheme. La Vie Boheme is cool because the musical Rent is actually a very modern musical that is based on La Boheme. It's based on the plot line of La Boheme, which is a much older opera. Kind of a cool tidbit there. Um, and they sing a song called La Vie Boheme during Rent, where basically all the main characters get together for a dinner that none of them can afford because they're all starving artists. And they kind of give a big middle finger to anything that's not art or anyone that's not an artist. They're very like anti the man. I think there might be some language in that song, so just make sure you're watching that clip in an appropriate environment. Um, and then the other clip is I don't know, I just couldn't resist throwing in Seasons of Love because Seasons of Love is like the ultimate Rent song. That's what everyone associates with Rent. I personally love La Vie Boheme, but Seasons of Love is a beautiful, beautiful song. So check that out as well. Rent is special. Rent is very, very, very 1990s. It has got a lot of 1990s apathy in it. Rent is very much about the AIDS crisis. Um, it deals with issues of homosexuality. It deals with homelessness, transgender issues, drug use. Um, it deals with an artist community in New York City. And when you watch the clips, if you are a Hamilton fan, yes, that is Renee Elise Goldberry playing the character of Mimi. She is from the cast of Hamilton. If you might recognize her. She plays Angelica in Hamilton, but she was in the 2008 cast of Rent, which these clips are from. So enjoy these clips of Rent, and you can picture me. I mean, these clips are from the 2008 Broadway cast, but you can picture little Liz Betancourt in 19. I think I saw Rent in 1997, maybe, when I was 18, and I think I cried through the whole thing. I was really excited to see it. All right.